In the heart of the Amazon, where the trees whisper secrets of the ancient world and the river tells tales older than time, a man named Ethan found himself far from the beaten path. His curiosity, a relentless force, had driven him deep into the lush green maze, a place where few dared to tread. This was a world untouched, a realm where nature reigned supreme, and humans were mere visitors, fleeting and insignificant. Ethan, an avid adventurer and documentarian, had ventured into the Amazon with the aim of capturing its untold stories, its hidden wonders. Armed with nothing but his camera and an insatiable thirst for the unknown, he wandered into the depths of the jungle, oblivious to the eyes that watch from the shadows. The day had started like any other, with the sun casting its golden glow through the canopy, painting the world in hues of emerald and gold. Ethan moved silently, his steps careful and measured as he made his way deeper into the heart of the jungle. The air was thick with the scent of wet earth and wildflowers, a heady perfume that filled his senses and urged him onward. But as the day wore on and the light began to wane, Ethan realized he had ventured too far. The familiar sounds of the jungle had faded, replaced by an eerie silence that weighed heavy on his heart. It was then, in the dimming light, that he saw them, shadows moving between the trees, silent as ghosts, watching him with an intensity that sent shivers down his spine. Frozen in place, Ethan's mind raced. Stories of ancient tribes, hidden deep within the Amazon, flashed through his thoughts. Tribes that had lived in these lands for centuries, unseen and unknown. He had always dismissed such tales as mere myths, but now, faced with the undeniable reality, he felt a thrill of fear mixed with an undeniable curiosity. As darkness enveloped the jungle, Ethan found himself surrounded. Figures emerged from the shadows, their faces painted, their eyes alight with a fierce, primal energy. He was caught, trapped by a tribe whose existence had been whispered about but never confirmed. The tribe spoke no words as they bound his hands, their expressions unreadable. Ethan's heart pounded in his chest, fear and fascination warring within him. He had sought the unknown, and now it seemed the unknown had claimed him. The tribe led him through the darkened forest, moving with a grace and silence that belied their fierce appearance. Ethan stumbled after them, his mind racing with questions. Who were they? What did they want with him? But the forest swallowed his thoughts, the dense foliage muffling any sound beyond the soft tread of their feet. Finally, they arrived at a clearing, the heart of the tribe's domain. Fires burned bright against the night, casting a warm, flickering light over the faces of the tribe members who gathered to see the outsider who had wandered into their world. Ethan's gaze swept over them, taking in the intricate tattoos that adorned their skin, the feathers and bones that hung from their necks and arms, a people of the earth, of the jungle itself. As they pushed him towards the fire, Ethan's mind raced. Fear gnawed at him, but so did a deep, unyielding curiosity. What rituals awaited him? What fate had he stumbled into? And so, under the watchful eyes of the tribe and the ancient stars above, Ethan's journey into the unknown began, a journey that would test the very limits of his understanding, challenging everything he thought he knew about the world and himself. The fire crackled and spat, casting eerie shadows over the assembled tribe as they began to chant, a low, mesmerizing sound that seemed to echo the heartbeat of the jungle itself. Ethan watched, his heart pounding, as the tribe's shaman stepped forward, his eyes locked on Ethan's. This was only the beginning, the first chapter in a tale that would unfold in the heart of the Amazon, a story of discovery, fear, and the unbreakable will to survive. The man that got caught by the tribe was about to embark on a journey that would change him forever, a tale that would hold its audience captive, just as he was held captive by the tribe. In the shadows of the Amazon, where the line between the known and the unknown blurs, Ethan's story was just beginning. And for those who dare to listen, to venture beyond the safety of the known, the story of the man that got caught by the tribe promises a journey filled with suspense, mystery, and the relentless pursuit of the truth hidden within the heart of the jungle. As the shaman approached, the air seemed to thicken, charged with an energy that Ethan could feel prickling against his skin. The tribe's chants grew louder, more insistent, weaving a spell that seemed to hold him in place. A prisoner not just of ropes, but of the moment itself. The shaman, an imposing figure adorned with bones and feathers, his face painted with intricate designs, stopped before Ethan, his gaze piercing. In the shaman's hand was a small earthen bowl filled with a dark, viscous liquid. The scent of it was earthy, with a hint of something Ethan couldn't identify, something wild. With a gesture that brooked no argument, the shaman brought the bowl to Ethan's lips, indicating that he was to drink. Ethan hesitated, his survival instincts screaming at him to refuse, to fight, to flee. But another part of him, the part that had always driven him to seek the edges of the map, to discover what lay beyond, urged him to comply. This was a part of their world, their ritual, and to refuse might mean death. With a resolve that surprised even him, Ethan drank. The liquid was bitter, its taste clinging to his tongue, sending waves of warmth through his body that quickly turned to heat, then to fire. His vision blurred, colors and shapes melding together as the world around him seemed to dissolve. When he came to, Ethan found himself lying on the ground, the night sky spinning above him. The tribe was still there, but they were no longer chanting. Instead, they watched him with an intense curiosity, as if waiting to see what would happen next. What followed was a night of visions and revelations. The jungle came alive in ways Ethan had never imagined, with spirits of the forest revealing themselves to him, whispering secrets of the natural world, of life and death, of the delicate balance that held everything together. He saw the tribe not as captors, but as guardians of this ancient place, living in harmony with the land in a way he had never thought possible. As dawn broke, the visions faded, leaving Ethan exhausted, but with a newfound understanding. The tribe, seeing the change in him, treated him not as a prisoner, but as a guest. Through gestures, in the few words they shared, they began to communicate, teaching him about their ways, their beliefs, and their deep connection to the Amazon. Days turned into weeks, and Ethan found himself adapting to life with the tribe, learning to respect the jungle not as a place to be conquered or documented, but as a living entity to be honored and preserved. His initial fear had transformed into a profound respect and a sense of belonging he had never experienced in the outside world. But Ethan knew he could not stay forever. The outside world, with its chaos and noise, called to him, a reminder of what he had left behind. With a heavy heart, he approached the tribe's leader, communicating through gestures his intention to leave. The tribe, understanding his need to return, offered him a parting gift, a necklace of teeth and feathers, a symbol of his connection to them and to the Amazon. With a final, heartfelt farewell, Ethan was guided back to the edge of the jungle, to the world he had left behind. As he emerged from the dense foliage, the sounds of the jungle fading behind him, Ethan carried with him more than just his camera and the memories of his time with the tribe. He carried a message, a plea from the heart of the Amazon, from the tribe that had caught him and in doing so had set him free. Ethan knew his story was not just his to tell. It was a testament to the untold stories of the Amazon, to the tribes that lived in harmony with the earth, guardians of a world that was rapidly disappearing. His experience, once meant to be a tale of adventure and discovery, had become a call to action, a reminder of the importance of preserving these ancient lands and cultures for future generations. As he made his way back to civilization, Ethan was not the same man who had ventured into the Amazon weeks before. He was changed, transformed by the people he had once seen as captors, now understood as teachers. The man that got caught by the tribe had found something much more valuable than the stories he had come to capture. He had found a deeper understanding of the world and his place in it, a realization that we are all, in some way, caught by the tribes we encounter, shaped by them in ways we may never fully understand. And so Ethan's story ends, not with a conclusion, but with a beginning, the start of a new journey, not into the unknown, but into the fight to protect it, to ensure that the whispers of the Amazon and the tribes that call it home are not silenced, but heard and honored by all.